Okay, so now we're going to look at Lady of Guadalupe, and I've already run through the loudness penalty program. So we can see that it's apparently has a lot more apparent loudness than the other song Yard of Blonde Girls, just because it's turning it down 4 dB on Apple, 2 dB on Spotify, 1.9 on YouTube, etc., etc. So one would assume that it's going to be the same listening loudness as the other song, because the loudness programs that these companies use make them all sound the same loudness, right? Well, let's just listen and see. So I'm going to play. I've got my on Spotify. I'm over here. I have got my little loudness test playlist, and I've got Lady of Guadalupe. So I'm going to play Lady of Guadalupe for a few bars, and then we're going to listen to Brandi Carlile again. Now let's hear Brandi Carlile. Well, now Lady of Guadalupe sounds louder to me than Brandi Carlile, I think. Let me just go. Let's go into the densest part of Lady of Guadalupe. Go here, I guess. Let's find the vocals. Faites que mon souffle soit pur. Okay, so that sounds pretty damn good to me. Let's listen to Brandi Carlile. Let's listen in the middle when maybe they've added some instruments.
When the hope that you hold tightly to has all but vanished, and there are no words of comfort to be found.
Now back to Lady Guadalupe.
I
mean, they're pretty close. Lady Guadalupe has a bass in it. Brandi Carlile has a stand-up bass, so the bottom's a lot bigger and all that, which makes it sound louder, I think. Let's listen to Lucinda Williams against that. Okay, now let's hear the intro of Lady of Guadalupe. Okay, now just for fun, I got Yard of Blonde Girls. It's already on Spotify. Let's just listen to the beginning of that.
through the yard.
Okay, now let's go listen to Lady of Guadalupe again.
Amante de tanta gente.
Well, there's just no doubt Lady of Guadalupe sounds louder and fuller. Why is that? Can I answer that question for you? Well, let's listen to Yard of Blonde Girl again.
It's in your heart. It's in your heart. Yeah. Fear we may come.
Well, and the bass isn't very loud in Yard of Blonde Girls. And maybe if when I had mixed Yard of Blonde Girls, which was a number of years ago, if I had had the loudness penalty plugins then, and if I had had the perception plugins, maybe I would have made the bass louder. Maybe I would have made the instrumentation a little more sparse. These are things that get learned over the years. But I guess my main point is using the loudness penalty plugin, comparing it to stuff on Spotify, on Apple Music, using perception to A/B, and really also, I think, running the mastering plugins in the mix itself so that you can alter your mix to uh, maximize what you're going to get out of your mix is a good idea. You know, a lot of people think you mix and you take it to the mastering engineer. Well, maybe you're going to take it to the mastering engineer, but I would suggest that you do your own sort of test mastering on the stereo bus of your mix, because you might change the way you mix the song a little bit. And to be fair, I think Yard of Blonde Girls sounds really good. Um, if I could go back again, I think I would have made the bass louder, might have done some things a little bit differently. But you know, it's been a few years since that was released. And Lady of Guadalupe was a song that taught me a lot about sparseness in my recordings. And that's a good point with Brandy Carlisle. Solo piano record or a solo acoustic guitar and vocal record are easier to make sound really loud compared to other stuff than something with a really dense instrumentation, something to kind of keep in mind.